What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is episode 25, I believe, of Tone Talks. I know it's been a minute since I have sat down and filmed one with you guys and have, filmed one with you guys. I just said that, but life has been crazy. I will, throughout certain other videos that come along, I will talk more and more in depth with you guys, but today's going to be a kind of a seriouser, that doesn't even make sense, more serious topic of Tone Talks, and it is about, me dealing with and battling with depression. I know a lot of people deal with that and struggle with that. I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression. And, my journey with my depression sometimes can be really bad to the point where, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to take care of my house. I don't want to put forth effort into anything, and it can be really detrimental. I am in a relationship, and, sometimes when my depression does hit, I lack areas in my relationship. So, me and my partner will argue, and, it just creates problems with that, So, and I know, I don't want pity from this video. I strictly am making this video to, show people that it's is okay at the end of the day, and you will get through it, and you will get through your depression, because like I said, it's not easy at all. There are times where, like I said, I don't want to do anything. I literally will stay in bed if my boyfriend would let me, but we argue a lot, because he sees more in me than, my depression, and, he doesn't want to see it overtake me, if that makes any type of sense. But like I said, there are times I don't want to do anything, or there are random times where I will become super unhappy, just for out of no reason, or just if I'm having one of those days, I'll just be super sad and don't want to do anything. And I don't want to be like that. You know what I mean? I try not to let my depression take the best of me, because there are things that I'm trying to work on and trying to promote, and I have goals and accomplishments that I want to accomplish, before I do leave this world. I know I'm kind of getting a little deep, but there are so many things I want to accomplish more before I leave this earth. And I know my depression, the way that it affects me is, it makes me not want to do it. And I know everybody's depression affects everybody differently. Everybody handles it differently. It affects everybody differently, So I can't speak for everyone, but I can just speak for me and my experience with it and dealing with the depression and how I cope with it, I'm not gonna lie, I do self-medicate. I do smoke weed. Now, I don't know if that is necessarily the best thing, because, when you smoke weed, it messes with your mind, So like I said, I don't know if maybe I should cut back on that. I'm being super honest with you guys in this Tone Talks. But like I said, I do self-medicate, and I don't know if maybe that is the best thing for me. Probably not, I do think it helps me. It keeps me calm and keeps me, at ease for a little bit, But like I said, self-medicating and dealing with depression, it's probably not the best thing for me, if I'm being quite honest. But like I said, that's how I that's how I've been handling it and dealing with it. And I am on medication. I do take Prozac. And me being on Prozac, it definitely has helped. I definitely have seen a big change in me. Of course, I still struggle with the anxiety and the depression, but like I said, before me being on medication, I see a huge difference till now, me being properly medicated, 100%. Like I said, do I still have my slip-ups? Yes. Do I still have my struggles and daily struggles? Yes, absolutely. We're all human. That's going to happen regardless, even if I didn't have depression and anxiety, life would still be hard, okay? I don't want it to get to I'm trying now to work on it to where the point of, yes, I am medicated, but I'm trying to do other things. I want to start journaling more, and maybe writing out my daily feelings and my daily thoughts of how I'm feeling and what I'm going through, instead of, because also I'm one of those people too, and I know as I'm making a whole YouTube video, but outside of making YouTube videos and being talking to you guys about certain topics and things like that, I do hold things in majority of the time, and I don't really like to talk about what I'm going through, or if I'm experiencing something. I try to just hold it in, and I try to just brush it under the rug, or just try to deal with it myself and not let anybody in, not let anybody know what's going on. which again is not the best thing because you should be able to be honest and you should be able to tell people that you love what you're going through. And I know I'm saying that as I don't do that. I know I probably sound like a whole contradiction, but it's easier said. It's always been hard for me. I've always kind of been one of those people that just will hold shit in, and I just won't talk to anybody about it, even if it's like killing me on the inside. Like I try not to open up and talk about it with people, and I just try to like handle it and I'll deal with it myself. That's kind of like my mentality when I'm going through something or I'm going through like a shitty moment in life. I'm just like, fuck it, I'll handle it, I'll do it, I'll worry about it on myself, I will handle it on my own. And I know I should be able to open up and I should be able to let people in, especially people that care about me. I should be able to let them in regardless of if I'm going through something or, they should, I should let them in and they deserve to be there, if that makes any type of sense. But like I said, me dealing with the depression, I'm like, and I don't know if I've always kind of have like, I guess I've always kind of dealt with depression, I guess you would say, or I kind of have always like have my sad moments, like looking back in life and um, just kind of letting it overtake me. And even now, like just a couple days ago, like I didn't want to do anything, like I didn't want to get out of bed and I didn't want to um, do anything. I just wanted to lay in bed and just like sit in my thoughts. And I'm one of those people too, like I will sit in my thoughts and like I can only do that for so long because it will drive me literally insane. If you guys know what I'm talking, like just sitting in your thoughts for too long is not a good thing. Like I don't care who you are. It's just not my personal opinion. It's not good to just sit in your thoughts all the time, 24/7, thinking. And I am one of those people that, tends to sit there and think and be in my thoughts 24/7. And I'm always kind of like almost like zoned out, like on a whole nother like planet because I'm always like constantly in my head and in my thoughts. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But my advice for like dealing with depression is to, you know, do things that make you happy, that bring you joy. Like I make YouTube videos, I like creating content, I'm trying to get back into making my like starting a pot my not starting a podcast, but I have a podcast and being more active on there. Um I have something that I've been working on that I'm going to tell you guys about in a separate video, but I've been working on that. So it's like do things that are like going to bring joy to your life or bring some type of like excitement to your life, whether it's a new hobby, hanging out with friends. Um Me and my boyfriend like to go out and do stuff. We like to go try different restaurants, or we'll go to the park, or we'll go to the mall just to walk around, or anything like that. I think it definitely will help with your depression, or when you have a depression stage that is about to hit you, or you can feel it coming on. Um, and these are just what helps me. I don't know. Like I said, it might not help everybody else. It might not. Everybody deals with their depression and deals with it differently. These are, like I said, these are just things that have helped me get through it, or that help me get through my depression when it does hit me, and when it's like when I feel it coming on. Um, Try to think about things that are definitely positive. Like I said, when you have those negative thoughts that come on, or when you're sitting there thinking and just sometimes and majority of the time it might be like negative thoughts. You know what I mean? Try to think about the positive. Try to think about people that are around you that love you and support you and that are going to be there for you. Like I said, I like I said, have a hard time opening up and have a hard time letting people in. But if you are not one of those people that don't have a hard time opening up to people or letting people in when you're going through something, you let people in. Like let your friends in, let your loved ones in, let your family in, let your significant others in. Like let people in that are going to help you, that are going to like want to support you and be there for you and want to look out for you and want nothing but the best for you. And like I said, I even know that for myself. That's why I know I'm probably sound like a whole contradiction, because I'm like, I don't open up to people, but I'm telling you guys to open up to people. Again, learn from my mistakes. Don't do what I do. Just learn from it. You know what I mean? And like I said, me now, I'm trying to even like be more open, and I'm trying to be more mindful. Not even mindful. I'm trying to just like let people in when I'm going through something, or like I don't have to hold everything in. I don't have to like hide away from everything. I can just be vulnerable more and be more open to people that genuinely want nothing but the best for me, and I know that. But like when I don't know, I just have always just been that way. Like when I truly am going through something, I hold it in. I don't know if that's like childhood trauma. I don't know fucking know what it is, or like why I'm feel the need to like hold things in, especially like when it's like affecting me. Like I said, something could be like killing me on the inside and I still would like try to hold it in or like brush over it or like just act like it's not affecting me even though it's fucking affecting me. You know what I mean? So like I said, I just do things that are gonna keep me happy and keep me like positive. I try to like go out about and do things throughout the day, or like if I feel like my depression about to hit on, like I will like go watch my favorite show, or like I'll, watch a favorite like YouTube video, or like I'll go watch like one of my favorite like influencers or something like that. Something that's gonna try to keep me like in a good mood, or like not have me just sitting there in my feelings and in my thoughts and letting the depression come over me. You know what I mean? Like, and like I said, I'm not like there are certain days where again I do let the depression take over me and I do let it hit me to where I don't want to do anything. I don't want to like talk to anyone. I don't want to be around anyone. I just want to sit on the couch and like smoke. If I'm being like so honest with you guys in this video, but um it's just it can be it's a struggle. Like I said, it's not something that is easy. Like of course I never will let it overcome me to the point to where, we all know what happens or what could happen. Um but it does affect me, trust me. Like, and like I try not to even like think about it sometimes. I don't even try to think like, oh, like I'm depressed right now, but like I'm depressed right now. Not currently, but like when I'm in that phase or in that moment, of being depressed, it's just like it just when it hits you, it just hits you, and there's like really nothing you can do about it necessarily, but you can in a sense. Like I said, because these are just tips that like I've used as I've like been dealing with my depression and learning about it and trying to understand it and maneuver through it as best as I can. Because, like I said, life is fucking hard in general. So, on top of dealing with anxiety and depression, it's just like sometimes it can just be very overwhelming, if I'm being honest with you guys, and it can just be a lot to handle, especially on top of like life in general and like relationships and family and, having a partner and things like that. Like, it's just a lot, and it can be very overwhelming. And I know, like I said, I don't want to, this video is not like a pity video, like to have pity on me. It's like really to show people like you can get through your depression and you can live with it. And you can manage it in healthy ways. You know what I mean? You don't have to let it overtake you completely, or you don't have to let it stop you from living your life, or whatever the case may be. Like, depression is a real thing and it needs to be talked about, and it needs to be like, that's why like I also wanted to make this video, and that's why I wanted to come back with this episode of Tone Talks, because I know I deal with depression at times. I know a lot of people in America deal with depression. I know that is a fucking serious thing. And, why not me sit down and talk about it with you guys and just, because not everything's perfect. Trust me, like my life is not perfect. Everything is not rainbows and cupcakes and happiness all the time in my world. You know what I mean? Like, I go through shit. Like, I go through real life issues sometimes. And I just try to like figure out my way through it as best as I can with the people that I do love, and the people that love me, as best as I can, even though like I said, do try to block off from them, and or I don't like try to like open up to them, which is something I'm personally gonna have to work on within myself. I don't think it's anybody else's issue. It's like something me personally that I know I have to work on as time goes on and as I continue to grow and grow and grow. But yeah, depression fucking sucks, and it sucks when it hits, and it sucks when, you feel like there's no way out. But trust me, there's always a way out, and it's a positive way, and there's ways that you can cope with depression and go to therapy, talk to somebody. I don't try to push medication on people, but if you like, because everybody feels differently about medication and being on medication, and some people think it might help them, some people might not, and that's okay. Everyone has a right to deal with their things the way that they feel like they need to deal with it. So like I said, I never want to like be one of those people that like push medication on people and push it and push it and push it. But me personally, I am on medication, and it has helped me. If you feel like it would help you, then be on medication. It's all up to you. It's all up to how you feel you need to handle your depression, or whatever mental illness you deal with. You know what I mean? Or suffer from. Um, yeah, I I go through depression. Like, I am like I said, I wanted to come down and sit and talk about this with you guys on Tone Talks. It's like I said, it's been a minute since I've sat down and actually filmed a Tone Talks with you guys, and I've always liked to make them, and I feel like you guys like them as well. So I am back to making Tone Talks. So, but I did feel like I wanted to come down and make this one because it's just like, we can all relate to it. I go through it. You guys are going through it, currently right now. You've been through it in the past. It's a real thing, and we all, suffer from it or have at some point. So that's why I wanted to just come down and make this Tone Talks and talk about it with you guys and just and tell you guys from my experience and what I went through with it, and how I kind of cope with it and ways that I'm dealing with it now personally. Like I said, and it's not easy, and it's not, nothing in life is easy, let's be honest. So, me having my depression, it does make things harder sometimes. And like I said, life can get very overwhelming. But I just try to look at the bigger picture, and I try to look at the positive things that I have going on and that I'm trying to work on, and the goals that I have for myself and things that I want to accomplish, so that definitely pushes me and keeps me motivated and keeps me going. And, I don't want to ever let my depression overtake me to the point to where it's like too late to come back from it. You know what I mean? Or it's like, there's no helping it. I never want to be like that. I never and that's like not that's not a diss to anybody. Like it's not anything like that. I'm just saying I don't want it to overcome me, and I wouldn't want it to overcome any of you guys. So that's why I'm like giving you guys like tips that have helped me and little things that I've used that have helped me through my depression, and that continuously help me through my depression till this day. Because life is just fucking hard, okay? And then having depression and anxiety, it just makes it so much harder sometimes. And I'm just glad I'm learning to maneuver through it in a positive way, and I'm learning to just cope with it and deal with it on a daily basis. You know what I mean? And that's why I wanted to make this Tone Talks for you guys, and to let you guys know, or anybody out there that's dealing with depression, it will get better, and you will be able to cope with it, and you will be able to deal with it in positive ways, and you'll be able to live with it and live a happy, healthy life, and you'll be able to go and accomplish things that you want to accomplish and go after your goals and just live a happy life. That's what we all should want. That's what we all deserve, is a happy life. And like I said, I definitely want to come back and make another an update video on my depression and dealing with that. I did make a video on my anxiety. If you guys want to go look at that video, I'll link that down below, or because it's kind of recent. You guys just go back and look at it. But I love you guys so much. I'm back with the Tone Talks. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Tone Talks, episode 25, dealing with depression. I know it is not easy, but we can all get through it. And I love you guys, and there is help out there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you want. That's on you. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.